A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a rapidly changing global landscape, the implications of Donald J. Trump's re-election as President of the United States are being felt far and wide. Analysts suggest that India may find itself in a unique position to navigate the looming import tariffs that Trump has proposed, thanks to its strategic importance in the Indo-Pacific region. With Trump having initiated a trade war with China during his first term, he has vowed to impose a 10% tariff on imports from all countries, alongside a staggering 60% duty on Chinese imports. This move is likely to send shockwaves through global supply chains, affecting economies around the world. India, which currently has an average import tariff of 17%, could see these figures escalate dramatically, with tariffs reaching 100% or more on certain goods, including specific vehicles and American whiskey. However, experts maintain a cautious optimism that Trump's administration may seek to negotiate with India rather than escalate tensions. Vivek Mishra, deputy director at the Observer Research Foundation, believes that Trump is more likely to focus on China while using backchannels to address any trade issues with India. Yet, the prospect of a second Trump term raises valid concerns for Indian policymakers. The withdrawal of American troops from Afghanistan during Trump's first term heightened security fears in New Delhi, and many are left wondering what similar decisions might unfold this time around. The geopolitical stakes are high, particularly as Trump's administration is characterized by unpredictability and a transactional approach to international relations. Meanwhile, China is bracing itself for another round of confrontation with the U.S. The Chinese government has already expressed skepticism about the potential for improved relations, given Trump's history of imposing tariffs and restricting Chinese technology firms. With tensions over Taiwan also likely to escalate, Chinese officials are preparing for a challenging diplomatic landscape ahead. Some experts believe that if the U.S. takes a step back from its role as a global leader, it could create an opening for China to expand its influence, although such changes may take years to materialize. Economists have voiced their concerns about Trump's proposed tariffs, suggesting that they could act as a grenade thrown into the heart of the international economic system. In contrast to many other nations, India appears well positioned to weather the storm, as it serves as a counterweight to China and may help diversify global supply chains. However, the Indian bureaucracy's preference for a slow and steady approach could clash with Trump's fast-paced, unpredictable style. Immigration policy is another contentious issue that could affect U.S.-India relations. During his first term, Trump restricted visas for many Indians, who make up a significant portion of the undocumented immigrant population in the U.S. The potential for mass deportations looms large, which could have profound social and economic implications for both countries. Looking beyond Asia, the implications of Trump's second term are also being felt in Africa and Mexico. Trump's transactional approach to Africa could see U.S. military influence wane, while legislation that grants duty-free access to the U.S. market for numerous African nations may come under threat. With civil unrest and violent extremism on the rise across the continent, many are watching closely to see how U.S. foreign policy will unfold. For Mexico, the stakes are equally high. Trump has promised to deploy U.S. military forces against drug cartels and implement sweeping tariffs, which could have dire consequences for the Mexican economy. As the largest source of imports into the U.S., Mexico's relationship with the incoming administration is fraught with uncertainty. In the Middle East, Trump's victory has been met with enthusiasm from Israeli leaders, who anticipate a supportive stance on issues such as military actions against Iran and the annexation of the West Bank. However, Trump's unpredictability raises questions about whether his priorities will align with Israel's long-term goals. As the world watches and waits, the implications of Trump's re-election are clear. The global order is shifting, and the potential for instability looms large. With trade wars on the horizon and long-standing alliances in jeopardy, countries around the world are bracing for the impact of a second Trump presidency, which is likely to usher in significant economic changes both at home and abroad. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.